Father
and Son
Gunpla. Introduced in the 1985 anime series Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, the RX-178 Gundam Mark II was a revolutionary mobile suit that changed mobile suit design from then on. Serving as a successor to the RX-78, the RX-178 Gundam Mark II inherited the shape and form of the famous Year One machine, but incorporated new technology everywhere, down to the smallest detail. The largest upgrade to the mobile suit technology came in the form of a movable frame, an internal movable skeleton which included actuators and cylinder mechanisms in the arms and legs that allowed for unheard of synchronization with pilot input. Developed as an attempt at a mass-produced mobile suit, the Mark II was developed using materials and facilities confiscated from the Principality as a measure to maintain its military strength by Federation forces. The Titans were largely influential regarding the development of this suit as a means to solve some problems that had previously been indicated related to Principality-based technology. They sought to liken the mobile suit to the design of the human body. This movable frame divided the mobile suit structure into two parts, configuring the basic structure for operating the unit independently of the armor and armament, making it possible to design a suit that prioritized speed and efficiency in combat. The armor was flexible as it moved, always protecting the unit in its current configuration. This type of structure design greatly improved the mobility of the mobile suit and greatly simplified the measures required for its upkeep. The presence of an inner frame separated from the attached armored pieces allowed for the freedom of movement, speed, and logistical efficiency required for combat supremacy. The initial units in this class were colored navy blue, but this design was repainted white and ironically ended up being used as a vanguard force against the Titans themselves. The Mark II was used as a test bed for other mobile suit types, including the Zeta Gundam, and influenced the design later used as an operational template standard for countless other mobile suits. This design was based on the concept of combat maneuverability being prioritized over armor strength, developed from combat data that suggested that heavy armor was almost meaningless if a mobile suit received a direct hit from beam weaponry. The idea that if a unit would be damaged if it was hit, then it would be greatly improved on the battlefield if it was never hit at all, prevailed within the design of this unit regarding its maneuverability and speed. Avoiding damage was better than withstanding any damage at all. The power-to-weight ratio was put at the forefront of its design. The standard armament of the RX-178 includes a beam rifle, utilized as the primary mid- to long-range assault weapon. This rifle is a custom model which is powered by energy packs and can be stored on the side skirt armor when not in use. 2 additional packs can be stored behind the shield when not being utilized. 2 beam sabers, designed for close-range combat. They are powered by rechargeable energy capacitors which are also stored on the backpack. These beam sabers are more powerful than most beam sabers used by mobile suits at this time. A hyper bazooka, designed as a heavy firepower option. A cartridge-fed weapon capable of carrying 7 rounds in a cartridge and 1 in the chamber. This weapon is also able to be stored on the rear skirt armor when not in use. A shield, which can switch between an expanded state and a collapsed state. It's surface coated with anti-beam defenses to protect against heavy beam attacks. 2 spare packs for the beam rifle can be stored behind it, but will block the viewing port from the pilot. And a Vulcan pod, which is an externally outfitted piece of equipment with an asymmetrical design. The Vulcan pod's port side contains 2 60mm Vulcan guns that can fire alternatively, while its starboard side houses the counterweight and the Vulcan gun's magazines, which are loaded with 1400 caseless rounds. We are proud to bring you this build and review of this perfect grade model, and hope that you will enjoy watching as much as we did producing this content for you. As always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and thank you for joining us on our journey. Stay tuned. Let's open this bad baby up, see what we got inside. You know, in doing my research for this build, I had no idea that we were going to get an included LED unit. Very nice. So there's a lot of inner working parts with this. There's probably 30 screws there. These metallic chained parts. It's going to be just beautiful. Very excited about that. Even more screws here. This metal piece will likely serve as the fulcrum for the legs and for the torso assembly, the waist assembly. Just give it a lot more structural integrity. We saw that. God damn it. We saw that with our Perfect Strike build. Couple metallic parts, or I'm sorry, a couple metal parts there, but just this one big one here. There's that Titan's Blue 2 color that I love so much. So it looks like we have truly got our work cut out for us here. This is likely going to take quite some time, so please, as always, bear with us. Hope you enjoy the process of watching us do what we do. First, we're going to get these pieces organized and cut out. Stick around. All right, buddy, let's keep opening these up. Just be careful. There's small pieces that might fall out. Yeah, do it over here.
Look at the shield.
It's huge.
The shield's huger than my head.
Yeah, pretty much. Look at all these guys that come with it. Ooh. You're gonna love that.
That's pretty cool.
Let's get these organized by color, Pat.
My name is Huggy Wuggy.
Get Huggy Wuggy out of there. Alright, let's break these down by color. So we've got your traditional Gundam white right here.
Yeah, that's white. Oh, you got two colors.
That's right. Got some more white hiding down here.
And look at the horns.
I know, they're pretty cool, right? There's that big shield you like, buddy. Part of that bazooka. Okay, I think that's all the white. Let's move on to the gray. So these are the darker of the gray. These are almost black pieces here. Let's see how many of those we got. So that's 2 runners. Those look to be a little lighter. Let's see. Those are lighter. Okay, so those aren't what we need. Is that all the dark ones we've got? No. There's some more right there. For the torso and the body. Let's see. I think that's all for the dark pieces, bud.
Whitish black.
Whitish black?
Yeah, they kind of white painted with white color.
I think you just see all the white light reflecting off of it.
Yeah.
All right, the next color is our normal medium gray color, right? These look like feet to me. And these look like more torso, waist pieces. Definitely. And then get these pieces for weapons and the head. And then we've got the hands right here, which are, they're kind of dual color injected here.
Whoa.
Pretty cool, huh? And then moving up, we've got the lighter of the 2 Titans blue colors here. So this is like a steel blue. This looks like for joints, shoulders, hands, leg pieces. Looks like a little bit on here. There's 2 runners of that. A 3rd for waist pieces. I think this is the cockpit chassis, if I'm not mistaken. We've got 4 or 5 runners of same blue. Let's see. This one makes 6 for the weapons and the feet. 7 for the interlocking joint peg pieces. And then we've got this darker Titans blue. This is Titans blue number 2. So this is for the back, the shield,
That's cool.
the forearms, the shoulders. Yep. So there's a darker blue there. And then we've got our A runner, which of course is always our multicoloredest runner with red, translucent, and yellow. Those are all traditional colors. Got traditional red for the feet, looks like, fronts and backs of the feet. And then we've got this darker, I call it hazard yellow. It's more yellow-orange. It's for, looks like, some of the accentuating pieces. These will be for the fins, for the torso, for the chest. These will go on the shoulders, inside the shoulders. These are matching. Then we've got a silver runner. Looks like for connector pieces, for the feet, the joints, and the cockpit, I'm assuming. We'll see if I'm right or not. And then we've got our rubber plastic peg pieces, connectors.
Now let's look at the instructions.
Yeah, we will. So that's all the pieces of this kit. I'd say I wasn't keeping count.
That's a lot, Daddy.
Yeah, it's probably 30 runners, I think. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us, but
Probably 40.
40? I don't know if it's that many. We'll see. We're gonna have our work cut out for us. Just stick around, okay? So yeah, the construction manual tells you how to build the thing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, yeah, 31. Forgot the swords over here. So 31 actual runners. We'll get these die cast, a single die cast metal piece. some springs, some connector pieces, some screws, and the LED light kit. So yeah, 31 runners worth, folks. Okay, so one of my most popular how-to guides, or one of my shorts, I showed you guys how to translate real time from English into Japanese, because this manual has almost no English in it anywhere. It's very confusing, actually. The instruction manual is a lot worse, but we're going to show you guys how to translate this real time like Buddy and I do. That way we don't make any mistakes, hopefully. Let's do it. so Buddy was outside playing with his brother and his cousin, and while I was cutting all this out because it took a couple of hours, but I saved these figure pieces for him because he really likes to do those. So, Buddy, you want to help me cut these out? All right, let's just start with their feet. Be real careful. I'm going to cut their legs off. That's a little, oh, right there, yep. And then
Ooh.
this one was a little tricky. Good. And we're going to do that side one right there.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we're going to do his head, but be careful. That's a little, maybe a little closer. A little closer. Oh, okay, I'll clean them up in a minute. Well, be careful here. Careful. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. All right, let's see.
I'll never cut a person's head off.
I hope not. All right, I'm going to clean these up just a little bit.
This guy, look at. I hope this guy's there. Doink.
He can't stand up, silly. Okay, we have completed the arduous task of cleaning these pieces. So what we're left with are 15 bins here, full of cleaned and cut pieces, along with 4 additional large bins. And yeah, so I think that that was probably the most time-consuming part of this endeavor. It usually is. But you got to make sure your pieces are detailed properly when they're cut so that you don't have any snags while you're building. Now comes step 3, which is getting all of these pieces organized according to the parts list for the construction. This manual is much different than the others that I've done because it doesn't specify exactly what you're building when. I'm assuming the first step here is the arms. Then it looks like we go into the legs. And then into the body. And the head. And then into the backpack. The waist. And the weapons. So it looks like we're going to have to figure out how to get this LED kit operational and then worry about construction and then do detailing and then do a final assembly. Because I've never worked with these kind of parts before. You'll have to forgive me, I'm kind of a novice at it. cow. Okay, in case you haven't been paying attention, I've been organizing the leg pieces for the RX-178. This is just the leg pieces. This is just the legs. There's probably 300 parts here. I have not been keeping track. I mean, this is more parts than go into a normal high-grade kit. Even some master-grade kits, and this is just the legs. This is going to be the finest build we've ever done. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I've got to say, I have never, ever had a kit where one unit of the kit filled up an entire large bin that I've got. I have huge hands, by the way. This bin here is what? 6.5 inches long, half as wide, half as deep. This is a huge bin. I usually could fit a whole master grade kit, almost, excluding weapons and backpacks and accessories, in this one bin. And look at this. This is just the legs. And it's a mess. We are going to have to clear out so much room and get so detailed with this kit. I can't even imagine. I am so excited for this. Y'all stick around. You're in for a treat. Whew. Okay, so this is the RX-178 kit, and it's organized, and it's ready to be built, and it's itching to be built. That was much more time consuming than I thought. This instruction manual is arranged in a way entirely different from anyone I've ever seen before, but we managed to get through it. And I double checked everything. There's no spare parts with this kit, so that made it easy to make sure everything got used. Anyway, if you've made it this far, we've got a heck of a build coming up. It's going to take some time, so stay tuned. Okay, so it took us a really long time to cut those pieces out and to get them cleaned up, and especially to get them organized. So today we are going to start on our build. You excited, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I've explained to Buddy already that with this being an older perfect grade kit, that I'm probably going to have to do most of the heavy lifting here myself. You okay with that, pal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. And I'm going to have to wire up this LED kit. And there's a lot of screws, too. There's a ton of screws of this kit.
This don't look hard.
This doesn't look hard.
No.
It wouldn't be hard if Bandai had labeled their kit, or their manual. But, you know, we're going to do what we got to do. You ready to get started?
Uh-huh.
Let's do it. Okay, so the thing about this kit, and I'm glad Bandai did this, they put the exact one-for-one representation of all the different screws on the manual. So what we're going to do, we're going to open this up and we're going to see how these are organized, because I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know how they're organized. Let's see. And of course they put different sized screws in the same bag. Oh man, okay. Yeah, here's those gold pieces I was telling you about, these chain link golden pieces. Those will come much later. Let's see. So these are, there's 3 screws in this bag, 2 long ones and a short one. And then in this bag, you've got your metal wiring pieces for your LED kit. And then the actual wiring for the LED kit. And then some more of these longer gold chain link pieces, and some more metal wiring kits. Oh yeah, can't forget about these. More screws. Now at least these are all the same size. That's very helpful actually. These are 2.0 times 8. Let's see. So this says here, let me see it back. This is 2x4.
2x4.
So there's, yep, by 4, 2.6 by 8. These are different sizes. All right, so these, or this box here, is our arm unit. Okay, both of them. There's some tiny, tiny pieces in here, so I don't think I'm going to dump them out like I normally do. We're going to get these arranged properly, and then we're going to do some building, so stick around. We got to figure these screws out. So I'm going to put them in their own individual bins so we can keep them safe and organized. Let's do that real quick. All right, so this bag suggests that we've got the number 1 screws, which are 2.0 by 4. We got the number 2, which are 2.6 by 8. So I'm assuming, well, that gives us a count here. I think there's 14 small ones and 7 big ones. Let's do the math. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's correct. All right, we got to keep ourselves honest here. The next bag. All right, and it tells us that we've got 2.0 by 8. We have 19 of these, apparently that's what it means. So we're going to put these in this bin here. Four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19. Okay, 19 of those. Let's put these in ascending order over here so we don't lose track of them. All right, let's do it. Lots of screws with this kit, folks. Lots of screws. Alright, so I just wanted to show some detail here for this kit and how much I appreciate it. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Alright, so we're building the arms right now. So you slide this piece into here. That's step one. Okay. Step two, there's a little joint lock piece here, which we installed several minutes ago, but now I see why we did it. You slide it up, and it makes a click sound. And now the joint is locked. I love it. I love it. That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, so look, it says we can do lots of things with it. We can lift this up.
That's cool.
We can lift these up like this.
We are going inside.
Like that. And then we can bend this. And then this.
I'll hold your phone, okay?
No.
Why?
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
This can lift up like this, and these can do this.
Whoa. Daddy, I thought his hand had guns that have little fingers and there's a button on them to shoot a temple with.
No, silly.
That would be cool.
You're right. Okay. And now it's time for the legs. And guys, I'll be honest with you. While I am looking forward to this because it is quite the undertaking, it's a lot of parts. I mean, this bin here is pretty big, and it is absolutely jam-packed full of parts. I've heard tell that the legs, other than the LED kit, are the absolutely most challenging part of this kit, and then you have to do them with the utmost care and patience. So bear with me while we get this done. Stay tuned. Well, I'm going to try and get these organized as they are. There's probably 300 or 400 pieces here, so wish me luck. I don't know if it's all going to fit on this mat. We'll have to find out. that is the arms and legs. Now we're going to move on to the body. Let's do it. Alright, so this is the head and body. Let's get to it. Amazon's here. Alrighty. Let's check out the goods here. Beautiful. Look at that. It's bigger than I thought it would be. Yeah, beautiful. Alright guys, so goes without saying, I am not an electrician. I'm not necessarily electrically inclined. I understand basic electrical circuits just fine, but I'm going to try and make my way through these two LED units and figure them out properly, because I've been given some proper warnings about not messing those up. I do know that this one is for the head, and I skipped that intentionally to do that here in a little bit, and that this one is for the cockpit. So we're going to start with this one. The translated Japanese says to keep the red cables to the left and the black cables to the right. But what it doesn't say is which way they're oriented from. So I don't know if they're talking about this way, you know, with the cockpit facing out, or this way facing the builder. So we're going to do a little bit of trial and error. Alright, we're going to try and get the LED kit wired properly on the head unit, so bear with me. So it looks like we're supposed to feed these wires down in through here, like so. Seat the head unit. Red on the left, black on the right, equal length. Okay. And then when we bring the cockpit unit up, we do so through these holes here, like so. And these actuators here fit into these slots up here. Okay. Come on, baby. Get there. And then we send it home. It's looking good, guys. Looking good. Red on the left, black on the right. Still doing all right there. And then take these two chunky pieces here and this guy. The kids are playing hide and seek outside. It's one of the advantages of having the building out here. I can hear them out there playing and doing stuff, and it's just a peace of mind thing. I think this is saying these cords go above all this mess. Whoop, backwards. Oh, is it? Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna spend more time on the body and the head than I did on the legs, which I thought to be impossible. There's a little issue in here. I don't know what it is. It's probably the result of me cutting out and organizing parts and not doing it manually. But otherwise, it's a beautiful kit. It's coming together pretty well. If I can get this sucker to stay on here. Yeah, it's gorgeous and it's huge. I mean, I've got really big hands in this section alone. Let's see. I mean, from the tip of the fin there to the bottom, it's 5 inches. It's not bad. It's going to be a big kit. Definitely had some trying times with the electrical system wiring. Not sure if I did it correctly. We're going to find out soon enough, I guess. We'll see how long these legs are. These legs are huge. Hang on. Look how big these legs are. Yeah, the legs alone are 8 inches long. So this can be a big kit. I love it though. It's beautiful. It's big and bulky, but still has finesse. Some very aesthetic, accentuated parts there. Still got our work cut out for us getting the rest done, but we are more than halfway done with this book. And the last 3 or so pages of this is just weapons, so anyway, stay tuned, guys. Alright, guys, this backpack unit was tricky. All of the electrical circuits are contained in here that are going to connect to the torso. But this backpack is just like the rest of this kit. It's layers upon layers upon layers. Okay, and I love these braided gold pieces. They just add a real fluidity to the unit. These thrusters are pretty neat too. They can move up and down and stow away. So yeah, I think all we've got left is the waist and the weapons. Let's get to it. This will be Buddy's first time seeing the full completed model. You want to help me put it together? You want to help me put it together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be gentle with it, okay?
First, I thought this was
That's the backpack. But you have to be careful with it because there's electrical parts on there that if we break them, I don't know if we can fix them.
We can glue them.
You can't glue that stuff, you ding-a-ling. All right, let's get the waist on first. Here, I'll hold this. That's the backpack. We'll do that last. Here, scoot over here a little bit.
Let's see if I can do it.
This is a big kit, so it might be a little hard. Go ahead. Uh-oh. Man down.
And we're like, wee.
Hang on, I can fix it. Here, we'll do it together. Here, you push too. Whoop, that's fine. That's just ammunition. All right, let's get that. Let's see which one's the right arm. Hang on, this one. We'll do this one first. That's the left arm. All right.
Why does this hand look like this?
Look, I'll show you. Here, put it on there. Be careful with the fingers. You know what, so you can see better. Good. Let's make sure it's on there tight. All right, do this side. And let's make sure this one is tight.
Look at the legs.
Legs are huge, huh?
Oh my god.
Let's see, this piece was tricky. I think I might have cut it funny because it's popped off several times. All right, now with the legs, you gotta be a little careful, okay? So yeah, get it on there and press down with your finger on the outside. Yeah, might be kind of hard. You might have to turn it a little, like twist it. Yeah, not that way. There you go. Here, let me see. It's tough because it's a metal piece.
Hey, Daddy.
Yes, sir.
Can I have this Gundam?
No.
Why?
Oh, well,
It's not big.
one day you can have it.
How about when I'm 7?
Sit.
Please.
You're almost 7, pal.
Well, can I have it when I'm 7?
Here, hang on. I gotta fix this.
What? It just slid out all by itself.
Hang on, I gotta fix that. And we gotta fix that too.
Ooh. Whoa. It's a little pee-pee. You see? Oh my god. Okay. Whoa. Gundam pliers. Gundam pieces.
Alright, let's fix this first because that needs to be fixed.
Oh my god.
Oh crap. There's a hornet in here. Wait, hold still, boy. Hold still. Look at this.
How about I have
Look.
that?
Here's a shield. Pretty cool, huh?
I have that when I'm 7.
I don't know, pal. Look at that.
How about 9?
Look at this.
Oh no.
Pretty cool, right?
Oh. I keep. this shield is bigger than my hand.
Yeah. These
What
chests.
if the shield was this long?
They're pretty crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because then I would be like, well, bye. It would be so hard to build. I don't know.
You know, this thing is actually bigger than the Perfect Strike and the Freedom. It's heavier too. I mean, look at this thing. I got big hands. I got big old mitts here. I feel like I'm holding a newborn baby. That's how this feels. This thing is humongous. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Feel pretty cool, pal?
Yeah.
Here's his gun.
Daddy?
Here, let me see you holding this gun. Here, hold it. That's a buddy-sized gun right there.
It's a pew-pew.
Yeah. Yep. What do you think? You like it?
This broke. Oh my god, this broke.
You like it?
Yeah.
All right. It's hot in here. Let's get out there. All right. Amazon came through. It was pretty quick, actually. LR43 batteries. The old Gundam batteries of choice. All right, let's get these in this bad boy and see how she lights up. Stay tuned. Okay, buddy, we're gonna get these batteries put in here. See if she lights up, okay?
Wait, is it cool?
Oh, do you know why we refer to ships and houses and vehicles as women?
Yeah.
Do you? Because they're so expensive to keep pretty. I was a Navy man. I can say those kind of things.
Ah! You see it. Hi! Yeah, but I couldn't see anything for that.
I will admit, that is a lot of work to have some glowing eyes. But hey, we did it right.
Oh, now I got
Okay guys, we are here with the RX-178. So this was a long build. This took a long time. Other than having to wire the electrical components and get everything detailed properly, it was a long build. Probably got 20 to 25 hours in this build. But I wanted to get Buddy's opinion on what he thought about the kit. So what do you like about it, pal?
I like the hands and the gun and the feet and the shoulders.
Okay. Do you like how big it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is huge. This kit right here is like half of Buddy's height, I think.
I think it's up to my knee.
Your knee? Yeah, for sure. It's up to Buddy's knee. Here, let's see actually. Let's get a test here.
Yeah.
Let's actually see how tall this is compared to old Buddy. Hang on. He was right. It does come up to his knee. Look at that. Yeah, this thing is pretty big, y'all.
It's up to here, it says.
When I was holding it earlier, I was describing it feeling like a newborn baby. That's what it feels like. I mean, it's heavy. And when I was holding it, I was having to, cradle it like a newborn baby. Here, hop down from there, pal.
Wee.
So what else do you like about it, pal?
I like the blue and the red on it.
Yeah, it does have, these older models have a pretty basic color scheme, but I love it. I like it a lot. And this one kind of stands out. It kind of separates itself from the RX-78, which had that standard, light blue color scheme with the bright red. I'm a big fan of the navy blue, and the yellow just makes everything pop out a lot more. But, the color scheme is what it is. All right, so some general review items here. So I wanted to talk about the stability of this kit. So I was expecting a lot more out of an earlier generation perfect grade. But considering this thing is so bulky, I figured it would be really rigid and really stable. But it's almost like the actuators and everything work too well in the legs. I'll show you what I mean. All right, I'm gonna take the weapon hand off here and the shield. So this bad boy has a hard time, there it is, right? Has a hard time staying tough in the knees. It wants to do this a lot right here, where it just falls over at the knees. And right there. It's pretty obnoxious. And I checked with some other builders and I looked up some old reviews of this kit, and I've read the same things, that the legs are a little too fluid. But I think it's just how well this kit's done. I mean, it's made to be very posable, I guess, but it's just not made to well, it's made to be very flexible. I don't know about posable. It's at least flexible. So if I did have one major issue with this kit, it would be the fact that it doesn't stay in place. The legs are very flimsy. I mean, it's a tough kit. Like it'll take me sitting here slapping it around, but it doesn't stay locked in place. So if anybody's got any recommendations as to how to fix that, I am open to suggestions, because I would love to display this thing in all kinds of poses. All right, so looking at specific gimmicks with this, kit, I want to show you how everything kind of functions. So the legs, these do slide out here, okay, and then these pieces fold out. Well, if you do it right, they fold out. All right, so those do that. This was one of Bandai's first attempts at doing this layered inner frame, perfect grade construction. And I will say, I mean, this thing was made to show off. That's what it was made for. All right, so let's address the elephant in the room. If you watch the full build, you will see this entire piece here snap off. So the little ball joint that holds this to the backpack, when I was putting everything together to get the batteries in, it just snapped. It broke completely at the joint. So that's had to have been epoxied. Thankfully, the electronics still worked, but between the time of getting that working and the filming of this video, the batteries have died. And I really don't feel comfortable changing them out again for the sake of just trying to get the eyes to light up. As I said earlier in this video, the LED kit, it's an older one. I'm not super impressed with it. It's not super bright. It is what it is. I spent a couple bucks getting batteries ordered here. But honestly, you know, if you're going to do LED kits, maybe do your own wiring and your own lighting. That way, you know, you're very happy with the result, because this is just not very bright. Anyway, you've already seen that in my LED section. But yeah, so this thing does have layers to it. I mean, Gundams are like onions. No, I'm just kidding. It does have many layers to it, and I was very pleased with it. It's a gorgeous kit. I mean, like, the thing is stunning when you look at it. This shield has a really cool mechanism too, where you unlock it and reset it. To make it different sizes. But all together, guys, I had a really fun time doing this build. It was very time consuming, but it was worth it. I love these earlier perfect grade builds. So this kit is very detailed. You know, it comes with this hyper bazooka here, which it's got these rounds in here that can be stored elsewhere. The kit has a hard time mounting it and holding it at the same time, so we haven't done that. Comes with 2 beam sabers, which also have these pegs to hold in the hands. But yeah, no chief complaints here, guys. This kit took a really long time to do. I think that was just because I was giving it its due diligence here with the electronic wiring that I had to do, which is a first for me, first I've ever done, but I was proud of the result. It's going to make a very nice centerpiece to one of my new shelves, you know, for display, and I really like it. I was looking at the Perfect Strike and the Perfect Freedom and looking at their design, and this girl right here is so much bulkier. It's bigger, but it's bulkier. The leg units on the Freedom and the Strike are about half as narrow as these are. And most of the parts in this kit are dedicated to the legs. These legs, if you watch the whole video, you'll see, I mean, there were probably 500 pieces in just the legs alone. It was insane. But that's what you get. That's what you get with an early grade, an early perfect grade kit. We took our time top coating this girl, and she's beautiful. And I'm proud to have it sitting in my collection. So no complaints here. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you sticking around for the whole build. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and stay safe. See you soon.
Please like and share and subscribe.